What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, boys. We got a lot to talk about today. Alright guys, so this is the situation. I am quarantined, yes, gentlemen. I hate to, I really hate to admit it. I got COVID. What are you gonna do? So, the situation is I can't go to the shop, don't want to be around everybody. And, so I'm only gonna be able to go over there until I'm out of quarantine when everybody else is gone, which kind of blows for content, but irregardless, I got a lot to talk about anyway, so let's get into it. So you're probably wondering, Caleb, why in the hell haven't you been on the track? Well, guys, here's the situation. The reason I haven't been on the track, and I do apologize for wind noise, winter has struck, obviously, and all this COVID BS has screwed everything up, so that has kept me off the track, and it sucks, but it is what it is. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about today, guys. As you guys well know, I've been trying to get this fairly lofty goal of going in the tens with a full weight street Coyote truck motor. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's been a hell of a struggle, which I knew it was gonna be a struggle, but I'm gonna tell you why I basically cut my own throat with this build. When I set out to build this car, I did have a specific purpose. And that purpose was I wanted a really clean, fast, street, I guess you'd call it street car. So I put air conditioning on it, power windows, flat steel hood, like there's no fiberglass body panels. All the accessories, still has all the stereo system, all of that stuff. I was building a clean street cruiser. It's got, factory newer, larger, heavier brakes off of a newer car. All that because, again, the goal was to build a fun street car. I want like the ultimate street car. And really and truly, it is. I mean, it's got more than enough power for the street. Power windows, power locks, power brakes, all of that. But something happened, as you may or may not know. I got the drag racing bug again. Boys, on a little backstory, back in from 2002 to like 2000 and I don't even know, 05, 06, 07, I was at the track whenever it was open. That's just what I did, the drag strip. And I was freaking hooked. That's all I wanted to do. And I actually ended up getting away with it, getting away from it. Life happened, kids and bills and stuff, and I actually didn't have a car for quite a while during that time. And so you know, what I wanted to do was do something else. Before, all I would do was, you know, put skinny front wheels on it, you know, drop as much weight as possible and try to go out to the track and go as fast as I possibly could. And so I wanted to do, you know, I was going to do something different this time. I want a nice clean street car, which is what I did. So with all the other accessories and all the other stuff that I did, you know, as you can clearly see, the car, full interior, no fiberglass, anything on the body, all the accessories, you know, power windows, power locks, all that. So, you know, the car stayed at full weight. And then also with the suspension is a more street, you know, maybe a weekend warrior type suspension. And I put the Maximum Motorsport stuff on it. It is the heaviest stuff out there. You know, I could have went with other brands that were quite a bit lighter. You know, so it doesn't, I didn't go for weight savings. I didn't go for max effort drag racing capability. Nothing on the car is set up for drag racing per se, other than like the wheels and tires. So I will stop real quick and take a sidebar. If you know anything about drag racing, you know power is just, it's maybe a quarter of the equation of going fast down the track. I mean, I know some seriously sick 800 plus horsepower street cars that if you put them on the track would not impress you. Like if you put them on a drag strip, they would not impress you. Like I could blow their doors off. And that's because to get from a starting line to a quarter and an eighth of a mile in the fastest time possible involves so many more things other than just power. Suspension and gearing, weight transfer, you know, weight itself, all those things play a massive freaking role in getting you from point A to point B. Just making a lot of power doesn't get it done. Not even close, really, to be honest. So really and truly, guys, the best way I can describe it, and most of you already know what I'm talking about, but, you know, for some of you that maybe don't, can you eat spaghetti with a spoon? Sure you can. Are you doing it right? No. And that's what I'm doing. Essentially, with the way the car is set up, the way the car is built, suspension-wise, you know, and a lot of the gearing, which we did change the gears, but that's not all of the gearing. Gearing's also in the transmission. I was doing it wrong, and still am really doing it wrong. But to be 3/10 away from my goal, and that was before, we haven't really gotten a chance to get back out and prove the car again. You know, I'm happy with it, and this is just something for me. You know, I don't care to be faster than anybody. I don't care to, you know, be the fastest anything. I had a goal back in 2017 when the build started and 2018 when we finished it, and that was to go 10s with a junkyard F-150 engine. And to be as close as I am at this point, I feel like the car's there now. We just haven't got it on the track to prove it. It's still pretty impressive to me. I wasn't sure, to be honest with you, when I set that goal that it could be done. Now, here's the reality, guys, about the Coyotes. They have been well into the 9s, like sealed crate motors, sealed Gen 2 crate motors. I think Carlos Sobrino and Shane Stymist, I believe, hold the record, like 940s with a sealed stock Coyote engine. Now, that's a Mustang engine. That is Gen 2. I've got a truck motor, which is Gen 1 and the lowliest of the low. But they're in the 9s already, so it's not a big deal. But what I was trying to do, and those, you know, obviously, you know, more geared toward race, they're heavier. They're definitely heavier because they got to make weight. But, you know, things like a non-synchronized transmission, you know, better bearings, better optimized gearing, all that plays a role. You know, the abilities there, my goal for me personally for this car was to do it with quite a few handicaps, and you know, I think we're pretty close, and I'm looking forward to making that video where I say yes, we did it, because we're going to. All right, guys, and when I talk about a junkyard Coyote engine, that's what this is. This came out of a 2011 F-150, guys, a rolled over 2011 F-150. I think it had 60,000 miles. I'm not sure. Now, what I did, I put brand new cam covers on it. I had to put a new timing cover on it from Power by the Hour to make the accessories work as opposed to grinding on the factory one. And then it's got all this pretty stuff on it. As you can see, it's just sitting there because, again, it's got the Gen 3 Coyote intake, which is just a factory intake. So yeah, it looks pretty, but you can even see the original throttle body, how crusty it is. That's all this is, guys. Literally, this came out of a junkyard. And you know, this is what you can do with, you know, a little bit of elbow grease and You know, a lot of hard work. And it's come a long way even just since it was done. But that's what I'm talking about, boys, right there. You can do that with a, again, I haven't even upgraded the throttle body. It has headers, intake, tune. That's it. So I don't care what anybody says. I'm super impressed with how the car runs already. And when I get it on the track this next time with the slicks, with the 430 gear and the two-step, it's game over. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you a little insight into my car and my goals for it, and you know, some of the history behind it. Yes, I'm ready to get on the track with some actual man tires and an actual man gear and do some work. Guys, it's been a long time coming, and admittedly it has been put on the back burner and brought back and put on the back burner again. That's life, guys. It is what it is. I don't make any apologies for any of it, because sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and that's what I do. So again, if you enjoyed this video, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Keep an eye out. We're going to be back on the track, and we're going to send it, and then after that we're going to talk about what's next, because we're just getting started. Like, I got a whole lot planned. I promise you, you're going to love it. Later, guys.